According to this website, it's going to take me 6 months just to reach 300 subs, and since it only took me 1 month just to reach 200 subs, I think we can reach this goal by the end of the year. So subscribe right now, hit the bell notification, so that way we can make sure we can reach 300 subs by the end of the year. I find it crazy how just a few months ago we went from talking about Jack Doherty 24/7 to now just saying he just fell off, and now just nobody makes videos about him. I mean, I get it, he had like a suspicious background, and it's so easy just to clown on him. Like, Jesus Christ, like this dude's like an actual clown, like an actual physical clown. Like, you can just shit talk him no matter what, and he will do anything it takes for people to actually continue to shit talk him. I mean, Neon is also like one of those types of people too, and right now, as far as I know, Neon and Jack Doherty are currently like in some sort of battle to like see who's like the biggest clown on Kick. Spoiler alert, by the way, it's actually both of them. Like, they both suck and they're clowns, and I hope that no one gives respect to them. And you guys may be wondering, why am I making a video about Jack Doherty if I hate him so much and there's not really much of him going on because, well, he's irrelevant? Well, as it turns out, as I'm recording this, there's been like an update of some sorts when it comes to like some sort of lawsuit that Jack has actually gotten himself into like a couple months ago, and it has to do with some sort of like Halloween party, if I remember correctly. I may remember what this was. I think it was like him and his security guard causing some trouble, and his security guard in particular was beating up some people for no reason, even though it was supposed to be like for self-defense, which it wasn't. And apparently the update is that his insurance company, or not like, you know, an insurance company he has himself, but like an insurance company that he's like a customer for, turns out they're not gonna be covering him because apparently some sort of policy that Jack kind of like violated doesn't cover him. So yeah, he's pretty much screwed, and it all comes from this like TMZ article. Jack Doherty doesn't know jack about insurance, at least according to State Farm. They say his policy doesn't cover him for the lawsuit he's facing over a Halloween fight. Here's the deal: Jack is being sued for assault and battery by a man who claims the YouTuber and his bodyguard beat him up at a party a few days before Halloween last year. So yeah, this is definitely familiar because I remember seeing this fight all over Twitter, and it was kind of rough. But if you guys are wondering when in the world happened, here's what happened.
Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
What's up?
I'm just saying, walk. You're chill. No.
You all said walk. Who are you talking to, dog?
I'm just saying, y'all say just walk. Then walk.
Ooh. Who the fuck you talking to? What's up?
Oh, no, stop.
What is wrong with you? Are you fucking crazy?
Hey, what's up? Hey, one by one, what's up?
Fucking security guard are you?
Fuck you, bitch. Walk.
Dude, what's wrong
Fuck
with
you, bitch. Get the fuck my face.
You're
Flat your shit.
So yeah, that was kind of brutal, and yes, I had to censor it because yeah, it was that bad, and I could have swear to God this guy could have just been killed, you know, the guy who got punched. And I also kind of find it funny that a Jack, instead of like helping out and try to make sure the situation just calms down, he just goes behind the security guard, because the thing is that Jack actually hires like security guards or bodyguards so that way he can like be an absolute fucking degenerate and just be a dickhead around the public. And whenever someone tries to fight back, because well, who wouldn't, his security guard can just jump in and just defend Jack for no reason. But obviously in this case, it actually backfired on Jack and also caused him to be in a lawsuit because his bodyguard did something that he wasn't supposed to do, and he could have literally killed someone right there if he could. Anyways, I'm just repeating the same thing that people have said when this whole thing went down, so let's just move on with the article. Thing is, State Farm says Jack is not actually covered here, because not only does the policy not cover willful acts that cause bodily harm, he also posted video of the fight on his social media pages and is using the footage as part of his business, which is also not covered under the policy. So yeah, rather than just, you know, sweep it under the rug or just ignore what happened and just move on, Jack decided to like use like the whole fight as like a way to promote his streams on Kick, which is never a good idea because that'll give you like more of a bad reputation. I mean, he already has a bad reputation, so of course he's gonna make it worse. But yeah, when it comes to like lawsuits and insurance, it's like a recipe for disaster, because like, basically like the insurance company is basically telling you that yeah, you're on your own, so good luck with that. And this may sound like harsh or something, but like I genuinely think that the parents like kind of feel like ashamed, like they, you know, they failed in raising Jack, because if I was Jack's parents, I would have felt terrible. Like, you're telling me I just raised like a spoiled kid like this? I mean, obviously for the longest time we already knew that Jack was obviously a spoiled brat, and obviously he would do whatever it takes to go viral on the internet, even if it means he's gonna make himself look like a fool on, you know, the whole world. Because seriously, like, this dude makes some of the most terrible content. Even back in his like kid days, like he actually made some of the most terrible clickbait videos, and you know, just evolved into like doing these terrible streams that are causing some legal trouble, and he's just getting into fights with some random people. I mean, I swear to God, like at some point Jack's gonna like mess around with the wrong guy and he's gonna be like 6 feet underground.
Oh, you're leaving. Too bad, little man.
What happened?
Don't call me little man. I will too.
Why?
Because you're a clown, man. This is a resort. People are trying to chill and relax.
You know my dad owns this place, right?
Oh, yeah, your dad gave you love.
Yo,
Yes.
if you stop talking shit, you rub your time.
Yeah, you were the one that came up to me first.
No, you're the clown.
You didn't have to say anything.
That came in. I don't want to be filmed.
Okay, well
Fucking
just
stop talking
keep your
shit.
hands down. You're not handling
Just
yours.
go to your room, dog. Have a good day. Have a good day.
What is that?
What you guys making? Bro, you're 70 years old, man. You guys got a long Oh, wow. Whatever. Like, enjoy your prime.
Hey, talk to her, dog.
I'm just saying, you got like 10 years till hospice. Enjoy it.
I mean, we've given this guy like numerous like opportunities to like change because I don't know why people just give him benefit of the doubt. I mean, I would do that sometimes because I do want him to change, but like this dude's just an asshole and he just keeps repeating the cycle over and over again, you know, being like a menace to like the public, and it's just getting so annoying. And at some point, he's gonna fuck around and find out the hard way. I mean, it would be kind of good, but like, do I want him dead? Absolutely not. And now we got people like Nick Merckx out here calling out Jack Doherty and Neon for their terrible content because, well, it is terrible. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And before you guys start saying that, oh, I'm just saying that because, well, Nick Merckx is a big streamer and everything. I don't really care about when it comes to like what streamers have to say, and I don't care about if they're big or small. But in this case, at least this guy actually has like an understanding about what Neon and Jack Doherty are doing, and actually has to like admit that obviously this content is trash, and that anyone who watches it, well, they're just dumb and they're just kind of like having their brain messed up by with this type of content that they're being pushed into.
The streaming, the follow me around streaming thing, I haven't fully wrapped my head around that.
What do you mean?
Like who's the Neo? Is that Neo? Yeah, Neon. Like he's he's like constantly streaming himself. And like,
hate the
no
kid,
disrespect.
hate the kid. Nah, I
no
hate the
disrespect.
kid.
I don't know.
Nah,
him
I
well
hate
enough.
the kid.
I had one interaction with him.
We're
And I thought it
out.
was
We're
fun.
out on Neon.
Dad's gone.
He goes around. Yeah, he's out. Yeah, he's gonna leave right now.
Right.
He goes around with bodyguards and he's purposely provocative. And then when it's ready to happen, the bodyguards come in and say
That bothers me. That and
You
he
just
got,
can't-
that UFC fight we
yeah,
went
It's
to.
really problematic.
That UFC fight we were all at last time. Apparently, he was like talking
He was
about
trying
he's
to
gonna,
get in.
he's gonna try Trump or something like that, and then he
Yeah.
gets to the gate,
Yeah.
and I could be fucking this whole thing up, but they don't let him in.
Well, there's a new era of like content creation, and you're seeing it. Like that's what you're seeing. It's this like anything for some clicks and clips.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I say anything, like he literally threatened Trump's life outside of the UFC. Like you can't
Right.
like what?
And then try to get in the UFC.
What the like
And
that,
you're,
yeah, it's
you're on
gonna
the floor
happen.
as well. But I don't like how these cats are ripping around with big black security guards.
That's what I'm saying.
And they're fucking
They're being provocative.
they're like
I
trying to
fucking
troll
hate
and
that,
get
man.
They,
I
they're
really
troll,
hate
they're
that.
essentially being the internet out in the real world, but with protection.
And there's actually one thing I gotta mention when it comes to like Jack Doherty and Neon fans that I absolutely hate the most. Like this actually makes my blood boil. Like they always like in order to like deflect criticism for their favorite content creators, the fans would always have to say like, "Oh, you guys are just jealous that you're old, you're washed up. This is the new generation. Okay, gotta deal with it, little bro." Like Jesus Christ, you guys actually have no common sense. You're all little ninth graders. You have no clue what the hell happens in the real world. Okay, go back to fucking middle school. Learn what 2 + 2 is before you actually start speaking about serious stuff here.
Who's this kid?
Pro
Who's this
ball
kid right
players.
here?
That's
The white kid.
That's Jack. He's one of the worst.
He does the same thing, right?
Yeah,
I've
him and
seen
Neon are
videos of him doing
horrible.
that.
They're both horrible. The point I was getting at though, like pro ball players, you know, like
Mm.
you guys live a life that's really interesting in a way, in a lot of ways, but something that's kind of hard to deal with is getting popular and getting fame so young. Like you're
Yeah.
mad young, and all of a sudden you got all this cash, you got all this fame. How do you deal with it? And you see guys in the NFL struggle with that every year, right? Well, streaming is getting to the point now where kids can do this. Like a pop-off stream can set a kid up for a huge year, and then all of a sudden you're this kid. And if you don't handle it right, if you don't have parents,
That was so
I mean, that's
funny.
fucking crazy.
The way you
Dude,
say it, and then he's
it's
just
ridiculous.
right there.
like
I mean,
I
the
don't
matching
care. Like, look,
t-shirt.
I don't care. You want to flex, you can flex. But like, it's just the things they do. Like when they're provocative on stream, they're going around, they're being disrespectful to people that don't even deserve it. Like, you know, his father should smack him in the head for that. You know, because if I did that, he'd beat the hell out of me if I did some shit like that. If I go up and screaming, like I saw some other guy fucking screaming at a little kid. Like, you just can't. You don't do certain things. You know, with great power comes great responsibility. Spider-Man.
Yep.
Oh yeah, love it.
Shout
Great
out
pull,
Uncle Pete,
great pull.
You know what I mean? It's a new age. It's a new thing. It's becoming pretty popular, and these kids got to be careful, man.
He's got a massive.
I mean,
amount
that
of
kid
followers.
seems like a loser.
Yeah.
He is, man. He really is.
Jesus Christ, this picture is like so corny. You would think that because he's so famous on Kick and he's like a multi-millionaire of some sort, he would actually figure out, you know, who's the best photographer, at least in his local area. But nope, he still hasn't like figured that out yet. And yes, I'm actually being sarcastic about calling him like a millionaire, because bro actually one time flexed that he actually has $200,000 in debt. Like, what the fuck? How is that even a flex at that point? Anyways, that's all I have to say. So I thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, make sure to click all of them, and follow me on my other social medias. And make sure to comment on this video in particular, so that way you can give me your thoughts on the whole thing once this video comes out, and I'll make sure to rate them all. And I will see you all next time. Peace.